Good evening, children.
Good evening.
Good evening. Why a lazy evening, Project? Tired from school, huh? Good evening, children. Yeah. Okay. So first today is we'll see how to solve a quadratic equation by the factorization method. You don't have to work anything during the session, children. It's easy to understand. You can take the screenshots and complete it as a weekend assignment. Okay. So here you just have to open up the brackets. We have x square minus root 2 plus 1 of x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Simply open the bracket. What happens? X square minus root 2x minus x. Open the bracket. Root 2x minus root 2x and minus x. Okay. Plus root 2 is equal to 0. So see here we have one x square term, two x terms and one constant. We have one x square term, two x terms and a constant. And this is exactly how the equation will look when you split the middle term. When you split the middle term, this is how the equation will look. There will be one x square term, two x terms and a constant. So we have the equation already in that form. So simply group the first two terms and the last two terms. So x is common, open bracket, x minus root 2. Then between these two terms, minus 1 is common. X minus into minus is plus root 2 is equal to 0. So x minus root 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. And then you know x is equal to root 2 or x is equal to 1. So you'll have to simply open up the bracket. See here. So see here. This is the first step. And then grouping these two terms and these two terms by taking out the common factor. X into x is x square minus root 2x minus x plus root 2. So x minus root 2, x minus root 2, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus root 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to root 2. When x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So the roots or the solutions are root 2 and 1. Which means these are the only two values that will satisfy this equation. These are the only two values of x that will satisfy this quadratic equation. So this quadratic equation has two distinct roots, two unequal roots. This quadratic equation has real roots. This quadratic equation has real roots. This quadratic equation has two distinct roots. Or in other words, this quadratic equation has two unequal roots. Unequal roots. See, it has real roots. It has real roots. They are not imaginary. It has real roots. The two real roots are unequal, or in other words, they are distinct. Now, tell me, how do you find? Now, we have answered this question. The question is solve for x by the method of factorization. We have answered that question. Now, answer this one. How do you find the discriminant? If supposing this equation is given and you're asked to find the discriminant, how will you find that, children? Discriminant is given by D is given by what? What expression?
B square minus 4AC.
B square minus 4AC. What's the value of B?
Minus root 2 plus 1.
Minus, let me work in the earlier slide. Okay. Supposing we have to find the discriminant of this quadratic equation. Only the discriminant. So D is given by B square minus 4AC. The value of B is minus of root 2 plus 1. This is the value of B. Because what are the values of A, B, C? A is 1. This is B. This one is B. And this one is C. The coefficient of x square is a. The coefficient of x is b, and the constant is c. So a is 1, b is minus of root 2 plus 1, and c is root 2. So b square minus 4 into a into c, 4 into a into c. So that is minus into minus plus, minus squared. So minus into minus plus. Now expand this one. So it will be root. This is like a plus b the whole square. See, this is nothing but root 2 plus 1 the whole square. Root 2 plus 1 the whole square. Correct? Because minus into minus is plus. So root 2 plus 1 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into root 2. Now, if you want, you can use the identity here. Now, this is of the form. Let me write this 1 into 2 as 2 into 1. 4 into root 2 into 1. Let me write it like this. So this is of the form a plus b the whole square minus 4 into a into b. So we have an identity. A plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is equal to 4ab. Then what do we have here? A plus b the whole square minus 4ab. So what is a plus b the whole square minus 4ab? It is equal to a minus b the whole square on transposing. A plus b the whole square minus 4ab is equal to a minus b the whole square. So this is nothing but a minus b the whole square, root 2 minus 1 the whole square. This is d. This is the value of d. This is the value of d. And you can see that the value of d is greater than 0. The value of d is greater than 0. D is positive, no? So it's greater than 0. D is positive. The value of d, see, what is the value of d? We do not know, but we know it is positive. It's greater than 0. Whatever be the value, we know it is greater than 0. So when d is greater than 0, the given quadratic equation has real unequal roots. If the question is find the discriminant, only the discriminant, then this is what you'll have to do. D is equal to b square minus 4ac. Substitute the values. And here it looks like a plus b the whole square minus 4ab, which is nothing but a minus b the whole square. So root 2 minus 1 the whole square. Is it understood, children? Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take a picture of this slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Take a picture of the slide, children. You understand that this is our question. Find D. For this equation, we are finding D. Find the discriminant for this equation. Just for our understanding. Take a screenshot, work this also. You write the question, write this quadratic equation, and you give the heading find D. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation x square minus of root 2 plus 1 of x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Took a picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now here we are solving for x by splitting the middle term. Not sorry, by factorization. You must find D only if asked. Otherwise, you don't have to find D. Done?
1 second, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. No, don't write down now. Take a picture. I told you today's class we are not writing. We'll just understand as much as possible. Take pictures and complete it as weekend assignment.
Took, ma'am.
Yeah. This is the next one. So again here, we just open the brackets. Minus 2 into a square. See, this one is the equation again. I've written the given equation again. This is a given equation again. Now, minus 2 into a square into x. Don't forget the x. Minus 2 into a square into x. Minus 2a square x. Then minus 2 into b square into x. You'll have to multiply this, this, and this. That will give you this one. After that, you'll have to multiply minus 2, this plus b square and x. So minus 2b square x plus a square b square is equal to 0. Again, we have one x square term, two x terms, and a constant. So we can proceed by grouping. Whenever you have one x square term, two x terms, and a constant, you can proceed by grouping. Group the first two terms, group the last two terms. So you know 2x is common, you know all this. After this, you can understand. So on solving, we get x is equal to a square by 2 or x is equal to b square by 2. X is equal to a square by 2 or b square by 2. If I'm not clear, please ask me, children. Whatever question you have in your mind, please ask me. Any questions, children?
No doubts, ma'am.
All right, take a picture, all of you. Okay, done. This is the next one, similar. So now let's do this together. Tell me, one of you help me to work this. Yeah, start fast.
12ab x square
Yeah,
minus 9a square x
okay,
plus 8b square x
very good.
minus 6ab.
Is equal to 0. Next.
Now we have to take the common term outside, ma'am. That is
Yeah.
ax. 3ax, ma'am.
Yeah, 3ax, very good. Yeah,
4bx
yeah,
minus 3ax.
3a
Yes, ma'am.
plus
2b 4bx minus 6a 3a.
yeah, is equal to 0. After this, you know. Very good. Yeah, take a picture. After this step, all of you know how to proceed actually. After taking common, you'll have to write this one once, then group these two, 3ax plus 2b, then equate each of them to 0, equate each factor to 0 and find the roots. Yeah. So here we have 4 terms. So here we have 4 terms, but they're not like one x square term, 2 x terms, and a constant. It's not like that. There's one x square term, one x term, and constant like this. So here you cannot group the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms because you need to have 2 x terms for that. See, if you have one x square term, 2 x terms, and a constant, then you can group the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Otherwise, you cannot do that method. That will not work. That will not help you to find the roots. So in this case, x square minus 4ax minus b square plus 4a square is equal to 0. You see that this one has, this one is minus 4ax, a and x. So that means you must group this one with x square and x square and 4a square, because there is a here, there is x here. There is x here and there is a here. So this one is like the middle term. Using the middle term, you're trying to find the other two extreme terms. Like what is this? A square plus a square minus 2ab plus b square. The middle term has a and b. So the extreme terms are a square and b square. In the same way, the middle term is minus 4ax. It has a and x. So the extreme terms must have an x square and an a square. Some x square and some a square. X square is here and then you have this 4a square here. So this middle term gives us the clue that this has to be grouped with one x square and a square term. So the given equation is this one. This is the given equation. Write x square. Actually, it's like this. Write this minus 4ax. Minus 4ax. There is a and x. There is a and there is x. So that means there should be this a square and x square. This one and this one. Because a square, x square. And then the leftover term minus b square is equal to 0. Now these three terms, 2a the whole square minus 2 into 2a into x plus x the whole square minus b the whole square is equal to 0. This is 8th standard, where you factorize by using an algebraic identity. So this is like a the whole square, and this is b the whole square, and this is minus 2ab. So here 2a the whole square is 4a square, x the whole square is x square. Then 2 into 2a into x. So this is like, x square minus 2ax, sorry, x square minus 2xy plus y square. So that's nothing but x minus y the whole square. X minus y the whole square. Which means 2a minus x the whole square minus b the whole square is equal to 0. Now this is like a difference of two terms. Sorry, two squares. This is like a difference of two squares. So a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b, where your a is 2a minus x and your b is b. So it will be a, this is a plus b into a, this is a minus b. So when you work this, you can, when you equate each of this to 0, you can find the two values of x. Yeah, this can always be exchanged. You can write this one here. Both are see, like a square minus 2ab plus b square is also b square minus 2ab plus a square. It's the same. Because a minus b the whole square is the same as b minus a the whole square. Both are the same. A minus b the whole square, b minus a the whole square. Both are the same. When you expand, you will get the same terms. This is a minus b the whole square. This is b minus a the whole square. You have the same terms. Take a picture, children.
Taken, ma'am.
Yeah. Similar children, you should be able to help yourself. Similar one. Take a picture. So here it is plus 4bx. 4bx. So you should group this with b square and x square. b square and x square. So the first step is to open up the bracket 4x square plus 4bx minus a square plus b square. Minus a square plus b square is equal to 0. That's the first step. Open the bracket. Then this is 4bx. So for this you need one b square term and x square term. So here you have the x square term, here you have the b square term. So you'll have to group this. This one is 4bx. So you have the b square term and the x square term. So these three have to be grouped. And that minus a square term stands alone. You should not group the first two terms and the last two terms because it's not of the form x square, xn constant. If you have one x square term, two x terms and a constant, only then you can group the first two terms and the last two terms. So here you should take the clue from this one, 4bx. So this one should be, this 4bx should be grouped with a b square and x square, b square and x square. So that minus a square, that fourth term minus a square stands alone. Now group these three terms. So it's like a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square. Excuse me. So these three terms look like a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is a plus b the whole square, and that minus a square as it is. Now it's a difference of two squares. Now it is a difference of two squares, a square minus b square, which is a plus b into a minus b. So either this is 0 or this is 0. Remember, we are solving for x. So have the x on one side, 2x on one side. Take all the other terms to the right-hand side. 2x alone on one side because you're solving for x. You're not solving for a or b. You're solving for x. So you must have the x term alone on one side and transpose b and a to the RHS. Same thing here. 2x here, transpose. So you get x is equal to minus a minus b by 2 or a minus b by 2. All right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just a minute, children. I've grouped, questions which are worked in a similar fashion, children. So the idea is more or less the same. So here also you can see there's a bracket here. So open the bracket. When you open the bracket, you can see that there is one x square term, two x terms, and a constant. So then you can group the first two terms and the last two terms. Remember that always. When you open up this bracket, you have one x square term, two x terms, and a constant. So to factorize this, group the first two terms and the last two terms. Take out the common factors. And then here, these two brackets, you have the same expression. Put these two in another bracket. Equate each of this to 0 and find the values of x. When you equate to 0, you should not be confused as to what to do next. You're solving for x. You're solving for x. So it will be a square x is equal to 4b square. A square x is equal to 4b square. Here you will get b square x is equal to minus 3a square. So x is equal to 4b square by a square. Oh, sorry. Oh, why did I put a minus here? I think this is a mistake. This is plus, children. This is plus, it's a mistake. So x is equal to 4b square by a square, or x is equal to minus 3a square by b square. Got it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So far, easy to understand, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here, will you have two x terms? Let's do this. Do you have two x terms?
No, ma'am.
No, we don't have two x terms. So you cannot group the first two terms and the last two terms. You cannot do that. So from which term should you take the clue? From which term should you take the clue as to how to group? Which term?
Minus 6b square x.
Very good. Minus 6b square x. Now this one has, what are the constants you see here? Sorry, what are the variables you see here? X is the prime variable. The prime variable is x. Apart from x, what else you see?
B square.
B square. So that means this has to be grouped with a term that has x in it and another term that has b in it. There should be x and b. So this one has x, this one has b. So this one will stand alone. This one will go to the end. This will become the fourth term. This will become the fourth term. This one. These three has to be grouped. These three have to be grouped. 9x squared minus 6b square x plus b to the power 4. This minus a to the power 4 stands alone. Because this one has b and x in it, we'll take this x square and b to the power 4 along with this. You can exchange these places, children. There's nothing like you must put 9x square first. You can put b to the power 4 first and then also 9x square. Both are correct. You will get the same result. You can try it. You will not go wrong. You can even put b to the power 4 here and 9x square here. So how can you write 9x the whole square? Sorry, 9x square, 3x the whole square. And b to the power 4 is b square the whole square. 9x square is 3x the whole square. Because 3 square is 9, x square. X into x is x squared. And b to the power 4 is b square the whole square. Now, the middle term, minus 2ab. Minus 2ab minus 2 into a, that is 3x, into b, which is b square. 2 into a into b, 2 into a into b, 2 into 3x into b square, 3x into b square. Multiply that, 3 to the 6, 6b square x. Yeah, 6b square x. Minus a to the power 4, which can be written as a square the whole square. So now this is of the form a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square, which is nothing but a minus b the whole square. So a, this is a, minus b, minus this is b, the whole square. A minus b, the whole square, minus a square the whole square. Now this is of the form a square minus b square. You should write it as a plus b into a minus b. This is a plus b into a minus b. See, without the square, this is a. A square. No, don't read the square. This is A. This is B square. So that means this is B. This is B. So A plus B, A minus B is equal to 0. Then equate each of the factors to 0 to find the values of x. Take a picture, children.
Taken, ma'am.
Yes, children, I'm sorry I couldn't excuse myself. I suddenly had to attend a call. Yeah, is this over, children? Taking a picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, this is the next one. So we need to solve this equation by the method of factorization. So here you can, here I've used the method of splitting the middle term, children. In this particular slide, I have used a method meaning factorizing by splitting the middle term. You can also do it in this method. You can also do it in this method. See here, I've done it in two ways for you. This is the question. Yeah, I think we stopped here, right, children? I'm actually confused. Where did we stop here, right? This one or this one?
Here we stopped, ma'am.
Okay. So this one I've done it in a different way. No, that's what I was like. That's why I was not able to continue clearly. This is the question, children. This question I worked it in two ways. This question I've done it in two ways. One of it which we just saw. This is the other method. You don't have to. This is by splitting the middle term. This is factorizing by splitting the middle term. For now, you can just take a screenshot and work this, children. We'll discuss this in the next class. I'll come again. This is the quadratic equation. We already understood how to factorize and find the roots of this equation. This is another method where we can find the roots by splitting the middle term. It's enough if you know this method. This method, what you see on the screen now, we've already understood this. In any case, take a picture of this one also. Make a note of this in your notebook. Done, children? If you ask me, should we learn this method? See, for the sake of knowledge, I would say yes. But if you say like, no, is it enough if I know this method for marks? Yes. Mark wise, it is enough if you know this method. But when it comes to knowledge, you can, try to practice this and remember this. Taken a picture, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
1 second, ma'am.
Oh. Done?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this is also easy. Take a picture. Done, children? Okay. Yeah, this one also. You can take a picture, easy to understand. Open the brackets, and then you can see that there is one x square term, two x terms, and a constant. So just rearrange it. Rearrange the terms. Open the brackets. Look at the terms. X square term, two x terms, and a constant. So you can factorize this by grouping. But before you group, arrange the terms correctly. Write the x square term first, and then the two x terms, and then the constant. You can exchange this also. You can write this one here and this one here also. That also will work. So x square term, two x terms, and the constant. Then group the first two terms and the last two terms. Group the first two terms, group the last two terms. And yeah, you know after that. Take a picture. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So again, this is also easy, children. Easy to understand, like x squared, two x terms, and a constant. So group. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one also similar one we have done earlier. So here we take the clue from 4ax. This one. So this 4a, this one 4ax. So you group it with x square and a square because there is a and x. So x square, a square. That means a square, x square. So these three, and this one will be alone. So group these three terms, and this one will be alone. And then this is like a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b the whole square, and minus b square. Now there's a difference of two squares. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. And then equate each of the factors to 0 and solve for x. You should solve for x. X is equal to 2a minus b. Take everybody to the other side. X alone on one side, all the others to the other side. Yeah, take a picture. Okay. Class, use the emoji, raise your hand. Ritika, Dilipan, Rakshita, Madhumita, Sashank, Prajit, Tanishka. Sorry, 1 second. Florentina. Okay. Okay. Kamla Niketan students, how many of you have an exam on quadratic equations tomorrow? A worksheet or whatever, class test or whatever?
Ma'am, I have, ma'am. Ritika.
Ritika. Okay. Then Arjun, you have it on probability, is it, Arjun?
Ma'am, both the chapters, ma'am.
Oh, both probability and quadratic equations, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this is a worksheet or?
Yes, ma'am, it's a worksheet for 20 marks.
Okay. So children, remember this, whenever you have a test or, whatever, like worksheet or whatever at school, on a topic which has not been completed here, once you get the portions, you can just inform me about it. I'll just try to share, the recordings of the earlier years or whatever material I have, whatever I can share with you, so that you can just use that for practice. Along with whatever your teachers taught you, you can just read this also. What happens when children text me the previous day, sometimes I want to do it, but then, I'm caught up with something else and, I don't have the sufficient time to share it. So what happens is I notice a message and then it's like I just ignore it, though not intentionally. I don't have time, right? So you want it for tomorrow. Today I get the message, I want it for tomorrow's exam, and then there's no time. So just as soon as you get this information regarding a worksheet and the portions, let me know. Just give me some time so that even I can plan if I should share the recording, if that will be useful, or if it is material, which one to share. All right, children? All of you? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, our exams start on Monday, ma'am.
Madhumita, okay, your portions?
The first 3 chapters and probability, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. 3 chapters and probability. All right. Okay. All right, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're done with this. So here, children, we have this equation x squared plus a by a plus b plus a plus b by a of x. A by a plus b plus a plus b by a of x plus 1 is equal to 0. So here what you have to do is, we know that the product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. The product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. The product of any expression and its reciprocal. Now, a and its reciprocal, 1 by a, is 1. The product of this expression a plus b and its reciprocal, 1 by a plus b, the product is 1. So here what you're going to do is, you're going to replace this 1, that last term 1. You're going to replace 1 with an expression and its reciprocal. And the expression is a by a plus b, and its reciprocal is a plus b by a. Why do we choose this expression? Because we have something of that here. You cannot write anything. You should use something from the equation. So in the equation, you have a by a plus b by a. So use the same thing. Use the same thing. So this expression a by a plus b, its reciprocal is a plus b by a. And we know that its product is 1 because a plus b, a, the product is 1. That's all. That's what you'll have to do. So replace the last term 1. You replace this one with, say, write the first term as it is. Write this one also as it is. This term 1 is replaced with a by a plus b and its reciprocal a plus b by a. The product of it, which is 1. Now open the brackets. After doing this, now open the bracket. So this one multiplied by x, see, you can see it here. And this multiplied by x, you can see it here. And then this last term, you can see it here. So now in this equation, you have one x squared term, 2 x terms, and a constant. So group the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. Group the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms. So between the first 2 terms, x is common. X is common. Then you know what to write inside the bracket. And between the last 2 terms, a plus b by a is common. A plus b by a, this one is common. Then you get this in the bracket. After that, you know. Equating each of the factor to 0, you can find the values of x. Done, children? Taken a picture?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Completing the square, have you learned, children, in school?
No, ma'am, it's deleted actually.
That's what, okay. Yeah. Now factorize using the quadratic formula. Solve for x using the quadratic formula. All right. If we had to solve this by factorizing, how would you do this? Now, supposing the question is simply solve for x, you can choose any method. And factorization mostly will be the simplest, meaning you can complete that quickly in less time. Simple meaning you can finish it faster. Supposing the question is solve for x and you're given a quadratic equation, you can choose any method. You can use the quadratic formula, factorization. You don't have completing the square. So I'm not talking about that. You can choose any method. Mostly factorization is the easiest because you can finish it in less time. Now tell me, if you were to factorize, if you were to solve for x by factorizing, how will you do this? Quick.
Ma'am, we'll first open the brackets.
Yeah, tell me the terms. X square
Square minus root 3x plus x
minus x
minus 6
plus into minus minus x minus x plus root 3 is equal to 0. Then
plus root x into x minus root 3 minus x into
how x is common?
-1.
Minus 1. Yeah, minus 1 into
X minus root 3.
x minus root 3 is equal to 0. So x minus root 3 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus root 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to root 3, or x minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. So we finished this. Hardly. Okay, 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, you can finish this. Quadratic formula will take a little longer time. Easy only, but it'll take a little longer time. Okay. So to use the quadratic formula, the given quadratic equation must be in the standard form. Standard form meaning there should be one, you should be able to see that one x square term, one x term, and one constant. Because you'll have to get the values of a, b, and c. You have to get the values of a, b, c from the quadratic equation, right? To use the quadratic formula. Okay, so since you have to get the values of a, b, and c, the given quadratic equation must be in the standard form. And it is in the standard form here. You can see the x square term, and this is the x term, this is the x term, and this is a constant. So it is already in the standard form. So this is A is 1. This one is B. This is B. That is not meaning just slash the text. The rest of it is B. And this one is C. So to use the quadratic formula, you need to first get the values of A, B, C, for which the given quadratic equation must be in the standard form. You should be able to see only one x square term, one x term, and one constant. Then only you can get the values of A, B, and C. Okay, so after writing out the values of A, B, and C, find the discriminant, which is given by the expression b square minus 4ac. So b square, see this is b square minus 4ac. I told you minus into minus is plus. So minus into minus is plus. So it's root 3 plus 1 the whole square minus 4 into root 3 into 1. Now this is of the form a plus b the whole square minus 4ab, which is a minus b the whole square. So d is equal to a minus b the whole square. See this identity, you should remember, children. A plus B the whole square. You can remember it in this form. A plus B the whole square minus A minus B the whole square is equal to 4AB. You can remember it in this form. Then you can transpose and get the others. So this is of the form A plus B the whole square minus 4AB. So that's A minus B the whole square. So root 3 minus 1 the whole square. Now write the formula, the quadratic formula. Now supposing the variable was y, supposing it was y square y, then you must write y is equal to. The quadratic formula is used to find the roots or the solutions of the variable involved. So if the variable is x, then x is equal to. If the variable is y, then you should say y is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. If the variable is p, then it is p is equal to. Okay, so the variable is x, so x is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So x is equal to substitute minus b. This is b. This is b minus b. Meaning minus into minus will become plus. This is b minus b will be root 3 plus 1 plus or minus root of d. This is d by 2a, 2 into 1. Now here the square and the square root is eliminated. It's like what is root? Root of a square is a. The square and the square root is eliminated. So like that here the square and the square root is eliminated. So we have root 3 plus 1 plus or minus root 3 minus 1 by 2. So x is equal to root 3 plus 1 plus root 3 minus 1 by 2. So take it like once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign. So here with the plus sign, here with the minus sign. When you use it with the minus sign, be careful. Minus root 3 plus 1 it will become. Minus root 3 plus 1 because minus into minus is plus 1. X, you'll get two values of x because here you have plus or minus. So one value of x will be with the plus sign, taking the connecting sign as plus. Then the other one will be with minus. When you're dealing with the minus, be careful. Minus root 3 plus 1 you will get. Minus root 3 plus 1. Yeah, and then yeah, you know how to simplify that. So x is equal to root 3 or 1. Very important. Remember, D should be a perfect square. D should be a perfect square. Only then it's easy to proceed. Whenever you get D here, it should be a perfect square. But see, sometimes you'll get 7, something like 7 or 10, then it will be root 10. That's fine, but how do I put it? Maybe I'll show you in a situation. Whenever there's a square root like this involved, you know, there should be a whole square. There should be a whole square. So in most cases, let me tell you that D will be a perfect square. So what are the steps to use the quadratic formula? Step 1, the given quadratic equation must be in the standard form. And then you compare the equation with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 to get the values of a, b, and c. Once you have the values of a, b, and c, find the discriminant which is given by b square minus 4ac. So it looks something like this. Discriminant is something like this, which is of the form a plus b the whole square minus 4ab, which is a minus b the whole square using the identity. D is equal to a minus b the whole square. So it is root 3 minus 1 the whole square. Now find the values of x. Write the formula, substitute. Since we have plus or minus, once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign. And the values of x are root 3 and 1. Yeah, take a picture, children.
Taken, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, go through this one, children, because similar. I have nothing much to say here. First standard form, then the values of A, B, C, then the discriminant, then write the formula, substitute, plus or minus. So once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign, and you get the values of X. Yeah, I'll wait for 2 minutes, go through. And take a screenshot.
Ma'am, and the final answer isn't x equal to minus 5 root 2?
Here, this one,
Yes, ma'am.
2 ones are 2 fives. So it will be minus 5 by root 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then you should not leave a number with an irrational denominator. So you need to rationalize it. So
Okay,
that's
ma'am.
it. We have, yeah, that's how we have minus 5 root 2 by 2. You're right, actually. You're right. Minus 5 by root 2 is correct. Minus 5 by root 2, you're right. But since the denominator is irrational, we need to rationalize the denominator. So multiply and divide by root 2. And that's how we get minus 5 root 2 by 2. Anyways, good question, Madhumita. Yeah. So here, where did this come? Oh my God. 1 second. I don't know from where this happened. Okay. All right, children. So this is the next one. Again, quadratic formulas. Using the quadratic formula, the quadratic equation must be in the standard form. And yes, it is in the standard form. You can see the x square term, the x term, and the constant. So compare this with the standard form. Now, the standard form, I've written it with capital A, B, and C because there's already small a, b, c in the given equation. We already have small letter a, b, c in the given quadratic equation. So just to differentiate, we're using a capital letter A, B, C here. We're using capital letters A, B, C here. So the equation, this one is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is equal to, where a is ab and b is b square minus ac, and this is c minus bc. Is this understood, children? All of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, we need to find d, which is given by b square minus 4ac. So b square, this one, b square minus 4 into a into c, minus 4 into a into c. So it will be, when you do that, it will be minus 4 into minus 4 into ac. So ab into minus bc. So minus into minus plus 4ab square c plus 4ab square c. Now this is of the form a minus b the whole square plus 4ab plus 4ab. A minus b the whole square plus 4ab. How? Because here, if you look at this one as a and this one as b, see at 4, you can see a here, b square, and b, ac is here. So that's what I've shown here. A minus b the whole square plus 4 into a into b. So clearly, d is of the form a minus b the whole square plus 4ab, which is nothing but a plus b the whole square. A plus b the whole square. So b square plus ac the whole square. Now see here, d is a perfect square. D is a perfect square. Now write the formula. Substitute the values. The square and square root will get cancelled out. So you have plus or minus here. So once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign. Minus b square plus b square cancels. Plus ac minus ac cancels. So you have 2ac. Here you have minus 2b square by 2ab. Then cancel and all that. X is equal to c by e, c by b, or minus b by a. So to use the quadratic formula, important is the equation must be in the standard form. Only then you can get the values of a, b, and c. After writing out the values of a, b, and c, find the discriminant. Mostly the discriminant will be a perfect square. While working the discriminant, please remember the identity a plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square is equal to 4ab. That will come in most places. Once you find d, if d is a perfect square, be happy that you're right. So d is a perfect square, then write the formula, substitute, and yeah, that's it. Take a picture, children. Done, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, Raja, tell me how will you factorize this? If you have to solve for x by factorization, then how will you do this, Raja? No response. Are you there, Raja?
Ma'am?
Yeah, answer this question. How will you find x by factorization?
Ma'am, I just joined late. So,
Arjun? Arjun? Dilipan?
Ma'am,
Yeah, answer this question. How will you find x by factorizing?
ma'am, first we have to open the bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me. I'll write whatever you say. Then a square, b square, x square.
A
Then
square, b square, square minus 4b power 4x plus 3a power 4x minus 12a square b square.
okay, next. Yeah, after this.
1 second. Now,
Yeah.
a square, b square, x square minus 2 the whole square, b square, b power 4x. No?
Okay, no, Dilipan. Arjun? Tanishka? Rajat?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
we take b and x as common, ma'am.
Only b and x, huh?
Yes, ma'am, minus bx.
No, b. Is it b, b square, b cube, b to the power 4? What power of b?
I think b square, ma'am.
Okay.
We take x,
Okay.
bracket ax minus
Come on. Where is how ax? Please
ab,
be careful.
ax.
Not ax.
Why, ma'am?
Watch out. No, there is a square there. Then how ax?
I'm sorry, a square x, ma'am.
Ah.
Minus 4b square.
Ah.
Ma'am, a square 3
Come from the numbers. Come from the numbers. Is there anything common between 3 and 12?
Yes, ma'am. This 3, ma'am.
3. Then what is common between a to the power 4 and a square?
A square, ma'am.
A square. The least power is common. Then
Yes,
x and b square, nothing. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
is common. And the sign, whatever sign is here will come down. Plus.
A square x minus 4b
plus-
square.
Yeah. Then
I mean, right, b square x plus 3a square in a bracket. And a square x minus 4b square in another bracket.
okay.
Then we equal it to 0.
Yeah. Okay. Then
B square x is equals minus 3a square.
very good.
X is equals minus 3a square by b square.
Very good project.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Then
A square x is equals 4b square. X is equals 4b square by a square.
yeah. Thank you, project.
No
And
problem.
I'm sure Shashank knows it. Madhumita also knows it. I'm very confident about that. Though I did not ask Shashank, Shashank knows it. Madhumita knows it. Rakshita also knows it. Krishmi is not able to participate because you have mic issue, so I don't know. Tanishka also I called out, did not answer. I'm very, very disappointed with Raja. Arjun, again, you did not respond to my call. And Dileepan, you tried, but I was actually a little shocked. I expected you to tell very clearly. I thought you'll, meaning like hit the answer perfectly, but I was really disappointed when you struggled. So either you were not listening, or you were not, maybe you were not concentrating, because we did so much. The beginning of today's session, you can't say you forgot also. The beginning of today's session, so many sums we did like this. And it is not, if it is new, if it is something off 10th standard, then I cannot say it's completely new to you and I cannot expect you to answer, during the same session without practicing. This is all something which you have seen earlier in 9th standard. Meaning not this situation, but this factorizing, taking out common and stuff like this is not at all new to you.
Sorry, I will try next time.
Yeah, see, my expectations are very high when it comes to Dileepan because you are very good in the class. So keeping that in mind, I thought you will be able to answer it, like perfectly. I'm a little shocked why you were not able to. All children. Yeah. Now this is using the quadratic formula. See, children, now don't tell me that this lady does not explain. She just, because the idea is the same. Now, what should I explain? It's all about writing it in it's already in the standard form, getting the values of A, B, C, finding the discriminant. And then the discriminant, this expression is of the form, I told you, in most places you'll get it. This is of the form A minus B the whole square plus 4AB. So you split and show it like that. This is A, this is B, the whole square. Okay, so right, use this only. 4AB, just write 4, this and this. Nothing, don't know, meaning you don't have to think at all as to how to split it. This is only A minus, this is B, A minus B the whole square. Plus 4AB, right? So 4, you write 4. And for A, you just write this blindly. And write this for B. Now you multiply and see, you will get this term. You multiply this, 4 4 is 16, 16 3 is 48, A to the power 4, B to the power 4. You will get that. So there is nothing difficult about this. This is like A minus B the whole square. Now you should write plus 4AB. So plus 4 into A. This one itself is A. And this is B. Now you multiply all this, you will get this one. So A minus B the whole square plus 4AB is equal to A plus B the whole square. So this one. Then after finding B, again substitute in this quadratic formula, the square and square root gets cancelled, plus or minus. So once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign, and then simplification. So I don't find anything difficult for you all. So there's nothing difficult here. You just have to be careful. That's all. And here this identity also I told you. You don't have to think like how to split and write. It's all here. Just pick this and write it. That's it. Yeah, take a picture, children.
Taken.
Yeah. Yeah, all of you try this in your book. Let me ask somebody here. The others can just work this in a rough notebook. Raja, can you help me now with this? Tell me the values of A, B, and C.
Ma'am, A value is 3A square.
Okay.
B value is 8AB. And C value is 4B square.
What should you first find? What should you find first?
No.
Diliban, what should you find first? Rakshita? Okay, Dilipan. Yeah, Dilipan, yes. After this, what should you do? After writing ABC, then?
We have to substitute in formula.
Yeah, Rakshita, what next?
Ma'am, we have to find the discriminant, which is B square minus 4AC.
Okay, continue.
Yes, ma'am. D is equal to 8AB the whole square minus 4 into 3A square into 4B square.
So what is this?
Which is
8 square is 64.
A square B square minus 48 A square B square.
They're like terms, no? They're like terms. So simplify. What is 64 minus 48?
16 A square B square.
Yeah, and we are happy because it's a perfect square. 16A square B square is a perfect square. Now
Yes.
X is equal to minus B. I'm substituting straight away. Minus B. So minus B plus or minus root D by 2A. 2A, what is 2A, Rakshita?
2 into 3A square.
Okay, thank you, Rakshita. Yeah. So then, children, after this, A minus 8AB plus or minus root of 16A square B square is 4AB by denominator 6A square. Now they are like terms, no? So X is equal to one value of X is with the plus sign minus one value of X is with the plus sign minus 8AB plus 4AB by 6A square, or X is equal to minus 8AB minus 4AB by 6A square. Yeah. So then you can simplify and find the values of X. Simplify, cancel and all that. Cancel and values of X. And again, here we have used capital letter A, B, C because we already have small letter A and small letter B in the quadratic equation. Yeah, take a picture, children. Yeah. This one is simple. Take a picture. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, today I think we've been listening to quite a lot. So since a few of us also have exams, some worksheet or something tomorrow, I'll wind up the session with this one. Those of you who have nothing, meaning at school tomorrow, like no test or something, can start working this for the rest of the half an hour. You've taken the screenshots, you can work. Otherwise, if you have some school activity, you can do. So I'll wind up the session with this one. We'll do this and wind up the session for today. The reason is that we have done we have understood quite a lot. Like I don't want to continue. I don't think it'll just strain your mind. So for the rest of the time, you can start working from the screenshots, or if you have something to study of school tomorrow, you can continue with that. Yes, children. So look at this one. So here again, this is the quadratic equation. You can see the x square term, you can see the x term, and you can see the constant. This one has no x or x square. So this is the constant. And this one is the x term. So this one is A. This is A. And this one is B. This one is B. And the whole thing, this one is C. Remove the x square, this is A. Remove the x, it's B. And this entire thing is C. Okay, so that's the first step to get the values of A, B, and C. And then find the discriminant. Find the discriminant, B square minus 4AC. So B square, this is B square, minus 4 into A into C. 4 minus 4 into A into C. So minus into minus is plus. 9 square is 81, A plus B the whole square. And here 9 fours are 36, and this one as it is. Now here I've taken out 9 common. Between 81 and 36, 9 is common. Between 81 and 36, 9 is common. So I've taken out 9 common. So you'll get 9 nines are 81. So 9 and this one I've expanded. A plus B the whole square I've expanded. And here 9 is common. So we'll have 4 here. And this as it is. Between 81 and 36, 9 is common. So that's outside. So 9 nines are 81 and 9 fours are 36. A plus B the whole square I've expanded here. So this 9 as it is, 9a square, 18ab and 9b square. And open the bracket here. So minus 8a square minus 20ab minus 8b square. Then simplify. In the bracket, you have like terms, simplify the like terms. And you get a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b the whole square. On simplifying, you get a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is a minus b the whole square. So now see, again, happy because this is a perfect square. D is a perfect square. 9 is 3. And A minus B the whole square is A minus B. It's a perfect square. See, here it's not a perfect square. So nothing to worry. See, here D is not a perfect square. But it's okay because root 5, no? So once it will be like plus root 5, then it will be like minus root 5. Now write the formula. Then substitute the values. See, when it is minus B, no, see, it's minus B, but this is B. So minus B will become plus then. This is B with the minus sign. So minus B will become plus. That's why don't get confused. Like I have not put the minus sign here. It's not minus because minus into minus becomes plus. Minus B plus or minus root of D, this one, by 2A, 2 into A, 9. Now this square and square root. Oh, sorry, this one is 3 square. So 1 minute. The square and square root cannot get cancelled like that because this 9 will be 3 square, children. This 9 is 3 square. This 9 is 3 square. So now the square and the square root gets cancelled. Or in other words, you tell me what is root of 9 into A minus B the whole square. Root of 9 into A minus B the whole square. So root 9 is 3. And root of A minus B the whole square is A minus B. Root 9 is 3. Root of A minus B the whole square is A minus B. That's what you see here in the next step. By 18. Then I've multiplied 3A, 3B. Then once with the plus sign, then with the minus sign. And yeah. 6 is common. 12 and 6 is common. And then you can simplify 6 ones are 6 threes are 6 ones are 6 threes are. And finally, we get the values of x. You need to practice it very, very mindfully, children. It might look like, oh, that's all, so you can do it straight away in the exam. No, you need to practice it. You need to practice. So everyone's doubt is going to be unique. See, each one of you will go wrong in different places. So all that you should make all those mistakes at home so that when you find this exam, find this question in the exam at school, you will do it perfectly correct. No flaws, no mistakes anywhere. All the mistakes which you have to commit, you should commit it at home and realize from your mistakes. In the exam, then you can do it perfectly. If you don't practice at home, all the mistakes which you should have done at home, you'll do in the exam. So practicing at home, working out at home is very, very important. Even if you have understood it, even if you feel it's very, very easy, you still need to work. Somewhere you will go wrong. Maybe in simplifying something somewhere. So by making that mistake at home, you will realize, okay, this is not like this, it's going to be like this. So when you make that mistake at home and you realize what your mistake is and you learn the correct thing, in the exam, you'll do it correctly. Otherwise, if you don't practice at home, you'll do that mistake in the exam. So don't let that happen. Okay, take a picture, children. Taking a picture, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So not next class, I think that will be too early to check. Yeah, but next class I'll check the assignment which I'd sent earlier. All of you should have completed that. Not today's work. The work I'd sent earlier. Each and every book I'll check in the class on Saturday. All of you should have completed. One of you please remind me also. I shared some images on WhatsApp, I think regarding, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't, some standard, yeah, I think some standard questions I've shared on WhatsApp, right, yes. All of you should have completed them. in your tuition notebook by the class on Saturday. And this work, today's work, next Thursday I'll check. So you have a lot of time to complete today's work.
Ma'am, I completed 10 slides in that, but I have my periodic exam next week, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete, ma'am.
No, I don't want excuses, Madhumita, because that was sent long back. It was not, was it sent on Sunday?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I think I can't take that. It was sent on Sunday.
Okay, ma'am, I'll try to complete it by Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, Chandu. Just a minute. I just want to show you something else. So these I'm showing for the sake of the students who have exam tomorrow. You don't have to complete this. This we'll discuss in the class on Thursday. This we'll discuss in the class on Thursday, but take the pictures now, children. I'll just show the pictures, all if you can take screenshots. But remember, you don't have to work this in a notebook. This for the sake of the students who have their worksheet tomorrow on quadratic equations. But again, anyways, I want the class to take pictures. All of you. But you don't have to work this. So then the next Thursday when we discuss this, you can complete it later. Yeah. Start. This is the first one. Two. Over.
Yes, ma'am.
3. Four.
Ma'am, can you go back to third one?
Yeah. Done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. 4. When d is equal to 0, when d is equal to 0, then both the roots are the roots are equal, and both the roots will be equal to minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a. So minus b meaning minus of minus 4 root 3. So 4 root 3 by 2a. 2 into 3, 6. Minus b by 2a. When d is equal to 0, when d is equal to 0, the two roots are equal, and the equal roots will be equal to minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a, 6. This is the next one. Here also don't get confused. So the two roots alpha and beta are, see like x, no, we say x is equal to, we get two values for x. They are nothing but alpha and beta. So alpha is equal to minus b plus root d by 2a. And beta is equal to minus b minus root d by 2a. In fact, you can say this is alpha and this is beta also. That's okay. One of it is alpha, the other one is beta. There is no order. minus b plus root d by 2a minus b minus root d by 2a. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Coincident roots means equal roots. Once I download the recording, I'll also share today's recording so that you can also play the recording and find the pictures. You can pause and write from the recording also. In case you've taken screenshots to be safe, but just in case that's difficult for you to write from there, you can even play the recording and pause it at the required places. Pause the recording, see it from here and write it down. Are you all taking pictures, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Raja?
I'm extremely sorry for